Good morning, it's Stephanie. It's Wednesday, December 15th. All right, so my topic of conversation today is going to be some of the things that I enjoyed about being in New England. All right, so as you guys know, I've been living here in Florida for 20 years, and it's been hot, 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 okay? And I don't mind the heat, but I hate the humidity, okay? So, one of the things I liked about being in New England when I visited my family was the cool air, the crispness of it all. The idea that my jackets and my vest coats that I took with me, I actually had a use for. Here in Florida, you go to a store, a clothing store, you notice that they have winter jackets. Why? Why in heaven's name are they selling winter jackets, vest jackets, scarves? I don't really think we have a need for them. Okay? So when I was up in New England, it felt good to know that I can actually use my jackets and my vests, which I like wearing. The other thing that I enjoyed about New England was that all the streets and cities actually have hills. Okay. I enjoyed walking downhill to go to the library. I enjoyed driving downhill and driving uphill. I enjoy being on the top of a hill or of a higher road and looking down at the rooftops of homes. Here in Florida, everything is real flat. You're looking horizontal at everything. No hills. The only time you're going to encounter a hill, okay, or higher elevation is going to be if you're driving over a bridge. And we do a lot of that here in Florida because we're surrounded by water. And if you want to cross to another county or city, you might have to go over a bridge. Okay. So before I continue with today's video, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who have been supporting me all year long. I appreciate it. And also, if you're just visiting my channel for the first time and browsing through my videos, if you find something that resonates with you guys, please consider subscribing to my channel. More when we return. Okay, so here we go. When I was away for a week in New England, I received a text from the realtor that I had come out to check out my home. And he was asking me how my vacation was in New England. And I texted him I was having a great time with my family and everything was going well. So anyways, I know that I have been going back and forth on the subject a lot, but I told him that I'd like to list my home up for sale at the end of January. After being up there for 7 days and witnessing my father's condition and his mental state, and I think it's a good idea if I do go up there to live. When I had thought about going there earlier, and a couple of months ago, I hadn't been up there to see what it was like to live there again, and also the mental state of my father. My father is in a worse mental state than my mother is. My mother seems to have all her mental state and faculties together. She does have physical issues. She is a diabetic. And by the way, they're both the opposite. My father has low sugar, which means it can drop and he can black out. My mother has high sugar. She's got diabetes. She's the opposite. She cannot eat certain foods or else her blood sugar level will rise. So they're both at the opposite poles. And while there, I discovered that their diet was off the charts. Off the charts. I had to dump out a lot of the foods that they had in their fridge because they're just stockpiling on foods, both in their cabinets and the fridge and the freezer, that's making their health a lot worse. A lot worse. For instance, I found food that had over 45 grams of carbohydrates. Now, my father can eat the high carb stuff, but my mother can't because she has high sugar. She has high diabetic count. And my father's the opposite. He needs carbohydrates, which later convert to sugar. He needs that. So he's done okay with the eating. His problem is reversed. My mother cannot have a lot of carbohydrates. She can't eat a lot of rice, can't eat a lot of potatoes, can't have a lot of bread. She has to stay away from pasta, but my father can. And my mother, being illiterate, she can't read or write English. She doesn't know which foods to get. And basically, she's been cooking the same food the same way all her life and a lot of my life years when I lived with her. So, that being said, all this that I discovered, the idea that I love living in New England, I do like it. I'm not saying, I want to go back on that. I don't love it. I like it. Right now in Florida, I love being in Florida at this time of year because the weather is about between 75 and 80, but there's absolutely no humidity. But it's only a couple of months out of the year, if that. The rest is hot, microwave-like humidity that I can't stand. So that being said, that went into making a decision to go ahead and place my home for sale at the end of January. And I've contacted a couple of rental places up in New England, and to my disappointment, they said they were going to email me applications. They haven't yet, and it's been 24 hours. So I think I'm going to recontact them again and find out why they didn't send me any applications, because I got to get on their listing and quite possibly have to put a deposit down to hold something for April, which is my deadline. Same as the plan before, to have a deadline. A thought came up to me, thinking why they didn't send me an application. And that wasn't just one rental company, it was 2 rental companies. They never sent me an application. Is that a coincidence? Was it because I told them I lived in Florida and possibly moving from a conservative state to a liberal state? Because Florida may be seen as a state which is kind of laxing on their vaccinations or something like that. I hope not, because that would be very prejudicial. But today, at some point today, before their office is closed, I'm going to call them up again and touch base and let them know that I never received their applications for me to print out for possibly moving in to their units in April when something becomes available. So, what will I do today? I have to go back to work tomorrow. And then I think I have the weekend off, but I'm not sure. I have to check my schedule. It's been a very nice, relaxing 2 weeks off. The last couple of nights, I've been struggling to sleep, and you'll never know why. Because just before I hit the sack, I sit in front of the TV while watching a DVD movie, and I pig out on ice cream. I pig out on ice cream. And what flavor ice cream? Chocolate ice cream. Because of the caffeine level in dark chocolate ice cream. Can't tell you what kind because it'll be false adding. I can't talk about brands. I can't talk about anything on YouTube because it'll get flagged. So a particular ice cream that I've been eating a lot of, chocolate flavors, I have to not eat before I go to bed because the caffeine or the cocoa amount in it is keeping me awake. Been waking up at 1 a.m. and staying awake pretty much throughout the morning, off and on sleeping. So today, I gotta do a little bit of groceries, I gotta do my laundry, and the other thing I want to talk about I did yesterday was I had to re-edit a few videos, and I deleted about 10 videos off of my channel that were flagged for copyrights. And quite frankly, most of them, they had very, very low views, and the subjects might have not been resonating with my viewers, so I took them down. And I re-edited some of the videos that was getting good views by eliminating the sound level. So if you guys see videos that's been re-edited, that's because originally they were flagged by YouTube, so I had to re-edit them and then upload them back on my channel. So that's what that is. Also, in the past, I have gotten several requests to lower my sound and also replacing my sound levels where they're more appropriate so my viewers can listen to my speeches and my content. So from now on, I'll be very wary of my discussion on YouTube, and I've already decided that the sound is a big issue, and I'll be watching out for that too. I'm still relatively new on YouTube, so every day I'm learning something new. Every day I'm learning something new. And I'm looking for new content, and I'm also looking for ways to edit my channel so I don't come up with the same issues. Anyways, that's about it right now. I'll be staying in touch with you guys throughout the week. I'll be leaving a video of the Manatee County band playing a Christmas song, and I'll keep an eye on it for any possible flagging by YouTube, and I'll keep a copy so I can re-edit and download back up if there's an issue with it. So anyways, I hope that you guys have the rest of your week, and I'll be talking to you guys very, very shortly.